Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long.
First run now for Kyron Williams.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Throwing is Williams.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
To throw, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To the air, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Stafford now to throw.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because If he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. To throw is Stafford. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Running is Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6. Here's Williams. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
He'll let this go for Adams.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that, picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing is Stafford.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Now Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Here's Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Dayo Odengbo.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
They'll run for it. It's Corum.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Stafford.
to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete as well. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Throwing is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. On the option to give to Swift here.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Rams on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Stafford now to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
To throw is Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Stafford looks to throw again.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They run straight ahead with Corum.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that's complete to Adams. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Throw right side taken in by Adunze.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
To the air, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Williams.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
To throw, it's Williams.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Looking to throw is Williams.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Here's Williams.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9.
So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Rams offense and Puka Nacua ready to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Corum. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Corum.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Stafford. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Again, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Williams. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic 1st down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. Stafford.
That's quick.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing is Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Throwing again is Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Corum.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy, and they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams.
His throw incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. He's got a man, complete.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 74 yards.
And the Bears have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage. So now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They run once more with Corum.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Now Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Williams.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Now a handoff for Corum. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run the toss here with Corum. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Corum now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Stafford now to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Stafford.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Excellent job defensively there from Kobe Turner.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. The running game fully in sync, 1 to 11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
To throw, Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
93 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Swift again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
Swift will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field, and he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, He's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now it's Stafford.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 1st down.
Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Stafford now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
They snap it to Stafford. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Able to find Komet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.